So Rudolph is told of the dark and delay, the fog and the blackness and losing the way.
I need you tonight to lead all my deer on the rest of our flight.
The Nutcracker performances are tomorrow night and Sunday afternoon.
It's Christmas Eve and all my friends are here. Wrapping up presents, it happens once a year. I do my best when I'm wrapping my gifts. I take a lot of pride when I put the gift inside of the wrap. Yeah, come on, say it again, y'all, the wrap.
Let's hope Santa realizes what's happened.
Well, what's happened here? I can smell sulfur. Well, that must explain this. That old devil Pitch must be around here.
Santa's determined to get in. He'll find a way. He's not one to give up.
You should bring happiness to the children every year.
Santa, please. I don't think it's appropriate.
It's not about you, douchebag.
What have you got? Pulled it from the river about 15 minutes ago.
Now, what's your name?
I don't know.
I'll kill you all.
We're still trying to track down your family.
You can't keep me here. I have to do this. You with me?
I won't leave you until you're where you belong.
From executive producer Blake Shelton.
There's no reason both of us should be alone on Christmas.
Time for to come home for Christmas.
What if you could relive the best day of the year?
It's Christmas again!
And again, and again, and again.
It's like the Christmas episode of The Twilight Zone.
You like Bill Murray and Groundhog Day?
I hate Christmas.
Robert Hayes, Bess Armstrong, Christmas Every Day. Tomorrow afternoon at 3, 2 Central on Fox Family Channel.
Bring it out on March 25th, and we'll call it Christmas 2!
Christmas 2?
With the magic of glass wax and a set of these easy-to-use cut-out stencils for glass wax. Why, it's so easy a child can do it. Just pour regular glass wax into a dish. Dip in a sponge, and simply dab over one of the stencil designs. Put a jolly Santa like this on your windows in a matter of seconds.
I'll be. It's Santa Claus. A little early, but that's him.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
Two Santas?
Greetings to one and all!
Looks like a closeout sale on Santas.
Away, away, oh lady, I know.
I'm Hard Rock.
I'm Coco.
I'm Joe.
I have to tell him how I feel the best way I know how. With gingerbread.
Merry Christmas!
Happy Christmas, Harry. Happy Christmas, Ron.
Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown!
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Fred.
Merry Christmas, Bob.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas to you, Mama.
Merry Christmas, pal.
Merry Christmas, you filth.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Christmas Summit Podcast, the official live broadcast of Christmas Aficionado, the YouTube channel. I hope you like that new intro. I'm trying something new. Wanted to see if that would be interesting. I've been editing a whole bunch of fun stuff together. You know, trying to make it a little interesting before the show starts. I'm sure some people have opinions on that. In fact, the people that do have opinions on it are my two guests who had to sit through all of that. We got Christmas Cousin Chad and Christmas Cousin Superfan Lee. Hey guys, how are you doing?
Hey, Joe, you accomplished that. If you wanted to make that a little interesting, it was a little interesting. I mean, that's good job.
I thought I was trying to do something different, you know, and I might continue doing it. You didn't find that interesting at all?
Lee, if a doctor ever says you 5 minutes to live, just put that on and it'll feel like you're living forever. So it's really a good intro. I'm a big fan. No, it was interesting. It did go by fast. I'm kidding.
Okay. Okay.
It brought back some memories.
Yeah. You know, see, Pepper Tree Villa says it. Yes, it was fun. And then Mark W. said he liked it. But those guys like everything that I do. But your opinions still matter, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have them. It's gonna be different every time. So collect it'll be different every time. So
I love that the wax at commercial. What year was that? Do you know? That was cool.
1950 something. I found a DVD. I found a DVD at Goodwill a few weeks ago, and it just was loaded with like Christmas commercials. It's probably got like hundreds of them, and so I just digitized all of them, and now I got them in my records. So
nice. Little asbestos Santa on the window is adorable. Hey, Carly. Carly's there too. Hello.
Yep. Carly's here.
Hey, Carly. Lee and I actually had dinner with Carly a couple days ago. That was a lot of fun. She came into Pittsburgh and we took her out on the town and had some fun. So
that was very cool that you guys all met. That was awesome. Chad's little Shirley today.
Joe's showing off his editing skills. Chad's little Shirley.
I'm just having fun with Joe, you know, trying to ruffle his perfect hair a little. That's all.
Oh, it's not perfect today. I need a cut already. Yeah.
Joe, you shaved, man.
I did, and I shaved too close. I was trying to trim because I had a nice beard going. I was trying to trim it. I trimmed it a little too much, and then I had to take it down. And then I realized when I started to take it down that I had it on the 1 and not the 2 or 3. And it was real close. Yeah, 3 days ago, if you would have saw me, it was oh my God, look at Babyface Joe. Because that's what happens.
Joe, when I shave. You should do a skincare routine episode. You do have glowing, youthful skin. I'd love to see what you do for that.
I don't know if it's really glowing.
Yes, glass wax.
Nice. So, anyways, I guess we have to decide what we're here for tonight. You know, unfortunately Cousin Seth could not join us. But we do have Lee and Chad, and we're going to talk a little bit about we're going to watch the latest video that I had and maybe give you guys some fun discussions of things. And if Chad has questions, or if anybody watching here has questions as we go along, we could pause it and talk about it. But also, I thought it's time to do some drinking, just a little bit. So I asked these guys, I said, do you have anything? Bring it on. Let's see what you're drinking. Maybe we'll do some boot shot. We're going to do a boot shot together. Okay. So Lee, what do you got there? You got Basil Hayden.
Got some Basil Hayden. Found a bottle with a little at the bottom, and we'll take care of that.
We need a beard care routine stream.
I would watch it. I'd watch it, Mark. A little exfoliation by Joe. That'd be great.
Yes. So, Chad, do you have any? Do you have anything to drink?
Are you ready to be disappointed in me, gentlemen?
Yes, I am.
I was out on a boat all day with family today. All day. I just got back a little while ago. Made it on air. I have my boot shot. Thank you, Carly. I had that ready. But I am so sunburned and parched. The last thing I want to do is something that's not hydrating. So I have a blood orange herbal tea I'll be drinking, and then the boot shot. I am sorry, gentlemen, but I can't. I'm trying to stay awake. I've been out in the sun all day, so cheers.
Doug and I are doing some yard work at the moment. We'll definitely be enjoying the replay. Have a great show, guys. And yes, cocktails. So yes.
Nice.
And did Seth fall in the lake and get washed away? He did not. Unfortunately, Seth is dealing with some things, but he'll be back and ready to join us for the next time.
Well, Cousin Seth, one of his yachts is leaking. Don't feel too badly for him, but he's okay.
Yeah. So I am drinking.
Wait, I see a comment, Joe. Not to interrupt, Michael Marsala, who's on the boat with me, cousin Michael, who did one of our drinking shows, Fun Day on the Boat. It was Michael. Now that's what you see why I'm not drinking tonight.
Michael,
parched from all day. So, oh yes, this is a true story. I was very disappointed about that. I persevered.
His kombucha got splashed with ocean water.
I cracked open a nice can of kombucha. I was all ready to enjoy it, and we hit some wake, and it went right in the boat. Boom, right in my can. Almost ruined my whole day, but I persevered, gentlemen. I'm true.
Yes.
Right in the can.
So, I am drinking a whiskey from Somerset, Pennsylvania. It's called Ponfay, but it's a West. What's it say? They're calling it Westsylvania rye. So it is 121.4 proof. So it is pretty damn strong.
Wow.
Have you been out there, Joe?
No, I have not. There was an event that they were had at the booth there, and I can't turn down a good 121 proof whiskey. So.
Yeah, that's all right. Get going on it already. Let's see.
Well, I am. I have some filled in the boot. So if you guys, why don't we get started doing a boot shot? So these boot shot glasses,
Joe, those are $80 a bottle, by the way. I just looked them up. Very fancy.
I know. I'm very well aware how much they cost. So all of our boot glasses were gifts from cousin Carly, who is for us the #1 Heine. I'm sure she's watching and agreeing.
Yes.
Yes. So why don't we do a boot shot to start this off, and then we'll get started watching this video. So salute everyone to the Heinies and to Christmas Cousins.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Thank you all.
Cool.
It's just as good with tea, gentlemen. Just as good.
And Carly says cheers. So thank you, Carly, for giving us.
Carly. Thank you, Carly. She sent us all boot shots. So that's so rad. Spreading the love. I love it. Awesome.
Yep.
Right.
So if you haven't seen the latest video, and I'm going to turn the sound down just a little bit here as we play this. So if it gets too loud, let me know. But we're just going to watch this video, talk a little bit about it. Maybe there's some inside stories that we can tell. Maybe there are some that we can't tell. Definitely. I think that's the case.
I've got a lot of questions.
Yeah. So let's get this thing started here.
5 more minute intro. Oh,
last year, I got on the wrong plane and I found myself documenting the Home Alone 2 filming locations. Well, this year, I headed to Chicago and I found myself not only exploring the Home Alone locations, but also meeting everybody's favorite Christmas cousin. Cousin Seth.
There he is.
Okay, let's pause for a second. Is this indisputable that he's everyone's favorite Christmas cousin? I think it is, right? We can all agree.
He's everybody's favorite Christmas cousin. Yeah.
You did interview and check with everyone last year at Christmas Con. I think he won 16-0 or something like that.
Yeah, it was a complete blowout.
Runaway, yeah. And I was negative, I think, right? It was like 16.
It went down because everyone kept saying they didn't like you. So they didn't, because all I asked was who they liked the best. And then they would say, oh, I don't like Chad. So then you lost a point. So there was
they might not have even liked Seth. They just definitely didn't like me.
Exactly. So
I would just like to point out right here at this moment, we had poured these shots, Seth had, and we're like, okay, we'll take a little swig. Seth, who apparently is not a big whiskey guy, downed the hatch on this, which kicked off a whole night of entertainment.
And these are not whiskey glasses, shot glasses. These are coffee espresso shot glasses. So when you do a double shot of espresso, that's what gets filled up. and put
That's
into
what
it.
it was? Oh my
Yes. Those were not whiskey, because a whiskey shot glass is probably half of that. And he filled that up to the top, and Lee and I were both like, all right, Seth. And we already had been drinking beer. So like
And
we
he's
already
at work. He's running
and
a
he's at
business
work.
this time.
He's running a
great. The best. That is amazing. Now,
Well,
now, guys, for everybody who's watching, stick around because there's the actual video of when Joe walks in and kind of tricks Seth. He doesn't know exact. It's great. Just stick around. And so just fast forward through the Christmas story house.
Well, anyways, but the other thing is we did 2 of these shots. Like full shots.
Back to back?
Wow. Pretty much. Yeah. And so Lee and I were like sipped a little bit of it. He downed it as soon as he poured it. And we were just like, whoa.
He is always
And then he had the
there.
proper reaction. He immediately knew he had messed up.
Yeah. But he did a second shot.
Oh, really? That's so funny. That's good.
Yeah.
It's a good picture, by the way. Oh, so handsome, you three. Wow.
Lee, a guy I met online, pulled up to my house in his white truck.
Hey there, buddy. You want to go to the Home Alone house?
He offered me free candy. So Lee, that was your first acting gig?
It was. I'm still waiting on my union day rate to show up.
Yeah. That was good, Lee. You just delivered that line. So who came up with the line and who had the candy canes? It's July when you guys went. Who had candy canes around?
Who do you think?
Christmas
aficionado. I actually we filmed that. Spoiler alert: that actually is not how we actually started it. But on the way home, I said, "Oh, I had this idea." I said, "What if I played into the part where because Lee and I only met each other a few months ago, and if we had met together in person, that would have been our first time meeting in person." Yeah. So I said, "Why don't we make fun of have that fun idea of you give me some candy." And I'll go with you, and I'll get in your truck. And his white truck, which of course was better. It would have been better if he had a van. Get a van next time.
I know.
Then,
But it's great that it was candy canes was the candy. That's perfect. So And Mark is saying, by the way, to go.
Go ahead.
No, I was just commenting on Mark's comments. He said Seth definitely won him over when he met him too. So going back to our earlier conversation, so that's generally what happens. So
The best part of this was there was a guy sitting on the neighbor's house on the front porch. So as we're kind of getting ready to do this, he gives me the candy. I back up the road in front of his house. I kind of, look at him, give him the wave, and then I'm like, "Hey, kid."
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You should have gotten his reaction. Okay.
Promising to drive me out of state to Chicago so I could document the Home Alone filming locations.
So. I'm the Christmas aficionado, and let me share with you my Christmas experience.
Yeah, there's the beard is missing.
It was long there.
Yeah, it was long. I probably too long.
5 minutes too long?
5 minutes too long. People liked it, Chad.
I know, I did too.
We visited the house from A Christmas Story.
So, hey, everybody, on my way to Chicago.
So, this is my first time trying to record with this new camera that I got. This is the this DJI action camera that I picked up. I learned a lot after using this and what not to do. But we explored the house. Lee's never seen it. They decorate the house to look like the movie, so you can buy all the you pick up all the presents, the can of Simonize, the bowling ball,
everything. That's cool. They had it.
Yeah, if you
Joe, I have a question on the action cam. What model is it? Is this the 5 Pro 4K Action or the 5 Pro Essential? Which model do you have?
It's the 5 Pro Essential.
4K?
Yes, it's 4K.
Wow, okay. Lee, that's like almost $400. So we're now at the whiskey and the camera. We're getting to be at the 500 mark. Okay. I bet we're at 1,000 before we get 3 minutes into this video. Which is gas.
Oh, so this is the museum part of the house. So in there they have all the props and some of the costumes from the movie. It's really, really cool.
And these are the actual clothing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Huh. Restaurant. So we ate at this. They have a bar that's perpendicular with the house, and we got to eat there, and we drank some beers, and it was really good.
And so wait, this is the Rowley Inn, and it's a real restaurant you can just go to in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I had that burger.
Ian Petrella, who played younger brother Randy.
And then I met Ian, for Randy from Christmas Story.
Very cool. And he's going to be on the show when? In a couple weeks, right?
In September, yeah.
Oh wow, I'm very excited.
Other folks there too. There was the head elf was there.
Yeah.
And I think there was
For real?
somebody else.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
two of the two elves that help Santa, like one of them's like tells Ralphie to get going and yell and complains like, "Come on, kid, hurry up." They were there too. I didn't meet them, but I did meet Randy. I did meet Ian. So, and
that's a big get. Randy's a big star every year. That's going to be a fun episode. I can't wait.
Yep. And you can climb underneath the sink. I tried to get Lee to do it, but he wouldn't even try. So
It's a little big.
So we got back at the
Lee would still be stuck.
Lee suggested
would.
we should stop for some coffee.
Hey, you want to grab some coffee?
Sure, where do we want to go?
Let's go check out Recharge.
Okay, sure. There's no other coffee spots in between?
God.
Wow. Got the market on South Haven, Michigan.
Turns out that the only
Yeah, you got to pause with that, guys. That was a great. I mean, the pause, the interaction. This is good natural acting. I like it.
Yeah,
The fact
that was
we
done.
have a whole house in the back seat.
Yeah, I've seen commercials before, and this is good stuff. What you guys are doing.
Yeah, we recorded that I think on the way there. So we were trying to figure out how to tell the story here. So we thought, okay, let's do that. That'll be fun. So these are pictures that we met after meeting Seth.
Everybody's favorite Christmas cousin, Seth, from the Christmas Cousin podcast.
So he gave us a beer as soon as we got there. I mean, look at this. He's got his whiskey. He's got his watch.
So wait, you guys brought him whiskey and watch? I told you it's like the two wise men visiting him, giving him gifts. It's crazy.
We did. I brought him a bottle of whiskey, and Lee brought him a watch to wear. So we had he had to show it off.
Now, who's the guy on the left? That's the cousin no one cares about?
That's the cousin that no one cares about. But this is you guys talking. This is you guys. This is you guys talking about him opening his shop and stuff. So giving people an idea who you guys are, in case they are unfamiliar. I mean, it's hard to believe that no one would believe that nobody knows who Seth is. So I mean,
Read the Wall Street Journal. You know who Seth
Right there
is.
on your left, right across from City Hall. So it's I already have to go over there to fight a parking ticket.
Now that's the story we never heard the ending of. He never gave us an idea. He told his whole story about getting a parking ticket. It was like a 20-minute storyline, and then he never told us whether or not he was successful in fighting it, or he just paid it, which I think is brilliant of him because now we still are waiting.
Well, Joe, didn't he also tell a story about a 15-minute story about him and his dad camping and his dad having a heart attack, and he never told the ending of that one either?
It's exactly right. Where I was very, very much afraid of the end result.
So
here is
outside of the shop. Wow.
This is inside the Haven Market is his coffee shop back in the back corner.
There he is. You can see him. Can you circle this like in a football game?
I can't. But here, okay. So here,
okay.
So yeah. So that was just a clip of after we had met him. So this is now me coming into. And we should probably tell the story. We told it on your podcast, but I think we should probably tell it here. So Lee and I were trying to figure out how we were going to surprise Seth because we knew we had to surprise him. Chad, you were involved in this. All three of us were texting together on the way there, trying to just figure out some fun things to do. We figured out in the end that one of us will go in first. I'll go in and record myself. I'll order something and see if he recognizes me. Now, I was pretty convinced that if I took off my glasses and I just went up and tried to keep a straight face, that I could easily convince him that I'm not the Christmas aficionado. As we saw, I was correct.
Lee, can you tell everyone what shirt Joe had on?
It's the Christmas aficionado shirt.
It's a shirt.
It was. Let's be honest though. I did have a Christmas Hawaiian shirt on, buttoned up, but the shirt underneath was the Christmas aficionado T-shirt, the official shirt of Christmas aficionado. So
what you're about to see is I'm sorry, but Seth is not sure if it's Joe or not. Here's a guy who walks in July wearing a Christmas shirt who looks just like a guy we're on video with like multiple times a week. And he's seen like hundreds of times at this point, and a Christmas aficionado shirt underneath. And you convince him that it's not you. This is so great.
And I'm holding my phone. I had my phone right here. I'm holding it. Like it's clear I'm recording.
Joe,
and
you had your bag as well, right? That also had the Christmas.
I do. I have a bag. I have.
I mean, it should have just been a neon sign.
Seriously.
So I have this bag that says Christmas aficionado, and I had that on me. I think I had it probably in the back and behind me, so he probably couldn't see it. But I walked in, and his one of his women who owns the store, like said, "Hi, welcome," and I was like, just like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna look around." So I'm walking up, and this is our interaction.
This is so great. The best right now. It's the best.
Hey, can I get a cup of coffee?
You have to pause for a second, Joe. Hang on. So at this point, hang on. Seth, this is so great. How do you, I forgot that you could see, sorry, that's my dog. I forgot that you could see that you're filming at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, he's clearly knows I'm filming him.
Yeah.
And I'm going up to him and I'm just ordering a cup of coffee. And so, but what's funny is, I added that sound effect. It's from a video game. I forget which video game it's from. But anytime you get noticed in that video game, it makes that sound. So.
Very familiar. No? Frank? Oh my God. Sorry. I have a friend named Joe. It's very familiar.
Can you pause again 1 second? So Seth's trying to get a closer look at you, so he takes off his glasses? This is not how glasses work, Seth.
And mind you guys, this whole time, I'm on the phone with Chad, texting back and forth, debating when I should go in. And at some point, I had missed a text message. So I just left Joe in there for like probably 7 or 8 minutes. And then finally, Chad goes, "You should just go home. That would be hilarious."
Oh, my gosh. Lee, up until the intro of this show was the longest 5 minutes of my life. I could not wait to find out what was going on. It was crazy. So I just could not. I'm kidding, Joe. I like the intro. But I was out there waiting with Lee. We're going like, what's going on? It's like Schrodinger's cat. We didn't know if you met him or didn't meet him. It was like alive and dead at the same time. It was crazy. It was really crazy.
Yeah, he just asked me who I was, and I don't know where it came up with the name, but I'm Frank, and he goes, "Oh, you're not Joe? Oh, I'm Frank."
And he believed 20 seconds. We have to see that initial, because his first initial thing would it's you, but he's not. It's so great. Oh my gosh, it's great. I can watch this every night.
Hey, can I get a cup of coffee? Very familiar. No? Frank? Oh my God. Sorry. I have a friend named Joe.
More closer.
It's very familiar. What's that? Does he?
That look that he gives is like when my dog passes gas and he scares himself.
Yeah. That might have also happened at that time.
I don't know how I was able to keep a straight face, because if I would have started laughing, he would obviously have known it was me. I must have had the greatest poker face ever, because it was so hard, because he was clearly, he looked at me and says, "Okay, that looks like Joe." Obviously he's trying to think, well, why is Joe here? Joe is not normally going to show up. He lives 6 hours away. So we continue. I order a coffee now.
Yo, I wish you went full Joe Pesci because he's laughing. If you're like, why are you laughing at me? What am I here? I'm here to offer or get some coffee, and you're laughing at me like he's.
I should have.
The Frank line is great.
I should have gone. Come on, man, get my coffee. I have somewhere to go. Like I don't have time for your bullshit. You know.
You could have told him you had to go film a video for the Christmas Aficionado channel, and I think you still would have tricked him because he was at this point so flummoxed.
Yeah.
That's great. What can I get for you?
Just regular cream.
Okay. What kind of coffee?
Just plain coffee.
Okay. Sure.
What kind of coffee?
He can't. At this point, he like because he thinks it's you still, so he's like laughing and smiling, or like he can't wait to text us that he met Joe's doppelganger. Like,
yeah,
I wish he
I'm
was
pretty sure
that's what's going on in his head.
I know. I would have loved. Oh, I mean, we'll what next time we're on your podcast, we'll talk. We'll get more into depth into this. But yeah, I really it was funny because this is him taking my order. And trying to figure out what I I guess this is a legit order, so I'm going to have to make sure I take it. But he's clearly like not. He's flummoxed. He doesn't know how to. He doesn't know what to do.
By the way, is fun behind the scenes. That's from a concert he and I were at together. Dirty Heads and Slightly Stupid. Fun
Nice.
Fun trivia.
Good size?
Small. Okay, so then
titled the trip, Chad.
What's that?
That's also what we titled this trip: Dirty Heads and Slightly Stupid.
So now I realized, okay, now he's gonna charge me for coffee. First, I didn't want to pay for the coffee because I didn't really want coffee at the moment. So I said, he's like, all right, I'm just gonna admit to it. And that's when he said, okay, well, he ranked me up. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tell him now. You're actually going to charge the Christmas Aficionado because hopefully he would want to give me a free coffee,
And this is your Clark Kent becoming Superman moment when you pull off your glasses and open your shirt and show the S underneath because you just went from Frank, some random guy, to the Christmas Aficionado. He's like, yeah.
Really going to charge the Christmas? Oh, let's take a.
Okay, this is great.
All right. You're really going to charge a Christmas Aficionado?
Is he really?
So then we hugged, Lee and I were on the way there. He goes, "You think he's going to hug us?" And I said, "Yeah, of course he's going to hug us. Why wouldn't he?"
Seth is super sweet like that.
Yeah,
when you meet him in person. Yeah.
Yeah, and I said, of course he's going to hug us. What we're not going to do is just go shake hands. We drove 6 hours. Yeah. We better fucking get a hug.
Well, I
got to stop swearing, man. I know. I got to stop swearing, man. This whole video is gonna get demonetized.
Oh no!
That's
Joe.
All right.
As soon as you say it's you, notice he takes his glasses out so it doesn't crush when he gives you a big Seth hug.
Yes, because he's prepared to. Yeah. Yeah. Once Seth. So I cut here, but I have a ton of footage where we talked about stuff, but there's some personal things that were brought up and stuff. So I cut this out. And also one of the women who owns the shop came over because she heard all this commotion. She's like, oh, and he's like, oh, this is my friend Joe. He lives in Pittsburgh and he came all the way here. And so we all started talking and it felt like we were there for 20 minutes. It really did. I think it's probably only about 5, but we had lots of conversations going on. And I'm like, when is Lee going to come in? So while he's talking, I texted Lee and I said, Lee, get in here. And still nothing. So somehow the text message, you didn't get it until later. But you were sitting outside. You and Chad were talking. Now, one of the funny ideas I thought of having just before we introduced Lee here is, what if at first I thought, what if I buy the coffee and then leave?
Yeah, that would have been great too.
And then he's like, oh, that wasn't Joe. That looked like Joe, but that wasn't him. Because why
Joe,
would he
and
leave?
then Lee walks in and says his name's Frank.
You see, again, all of this was like off the cuff, right away. We were just trying to figure out what to do, and we talked about this. I don't know, probably for 2 hours, and we're texting you about ideas of how we were going to do this.
My wife was involved. She had ideas. Like we were talking about it all week. It's all we talked about. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And the whole time, the whole time, I had given Chad access to my GPS, so he could see where we were, how far away we were. So he's texting us the whole time. 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. What are you doing? Where are you at?
Lee, I told you I was watching it like the OJ Bronco chase. Like I was just the whole time live streaming it, and it was so wild. But yeah, it's Joe. If we join your Patreon, can we get the unedited video?
I don't have a Patreon, but if you send me some money, I'll give it to you.
Done. Sending it now. I need to see the full unedited.
So here's where now Lee comes in. Now, what's funny is what you can't see in the video. Lee was in there for probably a minute and a half before Seth even recognized him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was walking around like he was shopping, and Seth wasn't paying any attention. So at some point, I look over trying to get Seth to look over because he was not. He was Lee, right? He was not looking at you. Yeah.
No,
Lee was looking at the wine. He was looking at like there's some cheeses that he was picking up.
I'm making noise.
Yeah, and so Seth's not paying any attention. So I start going, look, oh, who is that guy? And so then Lee, points at me, and then all of a sudden Seth looks over and he goes, "This is what we get." So
I realized that I wasn't Frank. We hugged, and while we conversed, Lee showed up, also surprising Seth.
I gotta see this. Wait a second. What?
So what we're both doing is we're both pointing at each other, kind of like the Spider-Man memes, so like all the 3 different Spider-Mans and stuff, and we're trying to just have some fun with it. Fortunately, my camera was not moving as fast as my hand was, other hand was pointing, but yeah. So now he notices Lee.
This is insane.
And I really believe that Seth didn't put 2 and 2 together, that we came together. Like, I really believe that he feels like we were both, you got that feeling, right, Lee?
We randomly showed up together because he had said something where he was like, "Wait, to get what?" And he just couldn't put. He was so dumbfounded he couldn't even think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the point at each other, almost like you were both surprised too.
So here, I'm going to give
Mark. Look at Mark's comment.
Yeah. So Mark says, laugh out loud. He walked right by me in the Christmas Cousin shirt when I was walking up to the store, and he was heading down to the beach to take pictures. So Mark, here's some fun stories. He thought you was me.
He did?
First.
I didn't know this.
Yes. Yeah. He told us when Mark came in wearing the Christmas Cousin shirt, he goes, "Is that Joe?" He's like, "No, that's not Joe." But like it literally went through his head that, it was Frank. But he actually first questioned, because he wasn't sure who it was. Because Mark, I guess you had showed up and then told one of his coworkers that, you were here to see, someone was here to see him and stuff like that. So yeah, he told us this whole story. So at first, he thought Mark was me.
Well, in fairness, with 48 million listeners, there are a lot of Christmas Cousin shirts out there. So Seth may have just not noticed that too, but Mark, I would have.
I mean, he probably walks by one every day, right?
Yeah, I would open a coffee shop just so all this happens. It's so exciting. I'm going to open just like a coffee truck for a few weeks and see who shows up.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
So then Lee gets a hug from Cousin Seth, and he tells him that Bubby's in the car.
We had a good time.
You did. I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you could hear it, let's just try if you could hear it again.
So Bubby is Seth's and my grandmother.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Oh my! Wait. Oh my God! This is insane.
What?
Really? Yeah, exactly. Are my real parents gonna show up?
Bobby's out in the car. So. I think it was right there, Joe.
What? Oh, yeah, sorry.
What a pause.
So then we went out for drinks. We walked down to the beach.
It was a beautiful area.
It was really a beautiful day that we were there.
Yeah.
we walked down
We
to
had a
the
good
beach.
time exploring South Haven. Going out
I mean,
with
we
Seth,
went down when the
talking,
sun
sitting
was,
at the beach.
was setting. We went and ate at this restaurant. You know, Seth doesn't eat, so let's just talk about that.
Okay, I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm here
this
for
was
it.
something that was fascinating, and I know he's not here to defend himself, but that's okay. He'll laugh about this later.
Yes.
So we went to this
Maybe
restaurant.
there's nothing to defend.
Yes.
Maybe
And
not.
when has
yeah.
Seth ever defended himself? He usually agrees. That's the fun part of Seth. He busts his chops. Yeah, you're right.
So we went
Good
to this
trick.
place. It was like Mediterranean, Middle Eastern foods. That it was like in the basement of this of the bar that was upstairs, and we all ordered. You know, I don't remember what I got. What did I get? What did you get, Lee? I don't remember.
I got some kind of chicken. It was like souvlaki. Did I get souvlaki?
Yeah. And then I got the falafel. I got the falafel wrap, and then Seth ordered like these, like beef strips with like a bunch of stuff on them, and they come up like there's 5 of them, so it's like an appetizer.
Yeah.
And then we all ordered drinks. We all and Lee got a free drink because they messed up his order, and Seth ate one of the beef rolls, and we kept talking. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He ate one, and we were talking, and I'm like looking at him like, dude, aren't you gonna finish your, like eat, And he didn't. He ate that one, and he never touched the rest. He got the rest of them to go. And Lee and I are
eat
both
at work because they have food at work. Maybe he eats all day at work.
I don't know. He said he was hungry because he was like, "Let's go eat. I'm hungry." And so he ate the one roll, beef roll, and then he didn't eat the rest of them. And Lee and I are both like, Lee and I are bigger guys, so we're like looking at him like, "How can you not eat?" You got. But yeah, so that's the fun cover. That's the fun part we could talk about that happened at dinner. So.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I just texted him. I said, "Jump on if you still have a chance." He doesn't eat a lot. That's true. He has for breakfast. He always has like a slice of bread, like a regular like bread and like some coffee. That's it, and he'll be good for a while. Yeah,
it was fascinating.
What we kind of came to realize is he did the equivalent of probably 4 shots of whiskey on an empty stomach, basically at one time, and then had a drink at dinner. So that, let the games begin.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And then afterwards, I don't have it pictured here, but we did go. So this is at the restaurant that he didn't eat at. But afterwards, we went up to a bar. He wanted to talk to some of the ladies, and
because he's newly single. Seth is newly single.
He's newly single, which we discussed, but we can't go into more details than that. And he had a couple of beers at the bar too. So a lot of whiskey.
Wow. Okay.
No food.
No food.
And a bunch of beers. So
now, are people left and right going up to Seth, like recognizing him either for the Christmas Cousins or for his vast wealth? So is he just like hammered all night by people, or what's going on with that?
There were a lot of people that came up and said hello to him while we were there. I will just say that.
More popular than you might have even expected, right? Because it looks like almost you guys are in a cordoned off area to protect him.
Oh, well, his security detail was always following us behind. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, good. Because they've had some lapses. I'm glad he's gotten that under control.
So
okay, actually, my dog is whimpering all.
So, Mark says, he walked right by me, and I went in and waited for a few minutes for him to come back before going over the little park next door to wait for him. So.
That's funny. Now, Mark, were there a lot of people in the park waiting to meet with Seth, too? That's what I want to know. Was it like 20 deep, all waiting? Yeah, it's fascinating. Wow, the life of Cousin Seth.
So after we hate here.
What did you guys talk about at dinner? Are there any juicy tidbits you can give us? Did he tell you anything fun about me? Or does he just talk Cousin Seth all the time like normal, like we do?
I don't think you were even brought up.
Yeah. That's great.
I think we mostly talked about Seth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's what we do too.
at that time, the whole Mrs. X thing was very fresh. So there were some other focuses off the recorded conversation.
Right. He and his longtime partner, I guess, girlfriend, for over a year or so, they just recently broken up. So yeah, he was. It just happened like a week earlier before that, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So we there was a lot of discussions on that. Obviously can't discuss that here, but we did not talk about you, Chad. So I'm sorry.
No, I'm not sorry. It's fine.
I don't even think, truthfully, I don't even think we talked about anything else but Seth.
You should have recorded it.
So not only was this my acting debut, this was also my photography debut. And here in front of us, I present photograph 1, Joe.
It's beautiful. Look at the composition, the lighting. I mean, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is Chad. Let me get back to it here real quick. So Chad said he wanted to see a picture of me on the beach.
Yes, that was my goal this summer.
Oh, there you go.
Look at that, the Jonah Lisa. I love it. That's great.
Yeah. So I have been on the beach before, but Chad didn't believe me, so we got proof for him. So
you've been on the beach before, singular?
A few times,
Which
I'm
beach?
not a fan. I went to Rehoboth Beach in Delaware.
Oh,
I went to Lake Erie a couple times.
Okay.
I was in Hawaii at one point. So, yeah.
Okay.
So
there you go. Lee,
I've been on the beach
have
before.
you been to beaches, Lee?
I love the beach.
Nice. Okay.
I was just there last week. I sent you
Which
a picture.
beach? Which one was it?
We were up in Lake Erie.
Oh, right. Well, you were on boats and stuff, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Nice. Fancy. I need to live like you guys. Beach, boats, sign me up. Jeez, you guys are living the dream. Unbelievable.
So, but yeah, we went and got a picture of me. We walked all the way down to the beach, which is actually it's pretty far away from his coffee shop. So, it's probably about what, 5 or 6 blocks, and they're long blocks. It's not. Yeah. So we walked all the way down there to get this one picture.
That's funny. Oh, Mark answered the question how packed the park was, Joe, if you want to pull up his comment, because we were wondering how many people were waiting to see Seth.
It was packed, hundreds deep. The shirt got me to the front of the line, thankfully. So
membership has its privileges. Love it.
It does.
Yeah.
So here's what's happening.
So we did this podcast. It took us forever to figure out a spot to do it because you couldn't hear anything in the store because of all the refrigerators that were in there. So we actually had to go into the back of the store where some of them live. they stay. Well, they're there for the weekends. They crash in the back room.
And it was about 90 degrees back there.
Oh my God, it was so hot. Yeah. And the other thing that we've discovered is how tall these guys are. Chad, you and I are the same height. So when I stood next to both of them, I feel like I'm just a small little man compared to them.
Because Lee, Seth is like 6'3" or so, and Lee, you're like 6'4", 6'5".
He's probably 6'4", but I got probably 100 pounds on Seth, I'd say. Maybe 80.
Well, you eat. Seth doesn't eat.
So look, me, little 5'10" me, just I felt like a dwarf compared to these guys. And so when we recorded that podcast, they were sitting, I was standing. That was the only way we could get everybody in the shot. is for them to sit. So
that's great.
But so that was us meeting Cousin Seth, and I don't know if we want to go into all the stuff about Home Alone. I mean, I'm sure people saw it. The big thing of Home Alone, and I'll just skip to it, was when we first get there. And
I've never seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I know you went to the street where he was.
You've never seen Paint? Oh my gosh!
I hear it's good. I hear it's good.
It's an amazing movie. Yeah, you need to watch it. It's a Thanksgiving movie, so watch it at Thanksgiving.
Okay. Oh, that's good to know. Okay, well, I know my wife watched it. She liked it. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
So
hey,
when we
the collector and the
Home Alone
co-pilot.
house,
Hello.
looking like this. Yeah.
Oh.
So we got to the house, and that's what it looked like. It was all under construction. I don't remember exactly what I said. I think I was pretty angry because we drive 6 hours to go see the house, and it looks like this.
Joe, did you say there were about 100 people? Hopefully, you pay for that toothbrush.
Pay for that toothbrush.
Joe, you said there were like 100 people outside. So the people who bought this house, they just have a constant stream of people going by. That's terrible.
The whole time, Lee and I were waiting for when nobody would be there so that we could do some shots and capture some video and footage, because every time I went to go shoot, all of a sudden there would be like a group of people, and I'm trying to keep them out of the shot, at least their faces and stuff like that. Yeah, it was busy. Constantly, cars would
the funniest
pull up.
Comment.
Oh, go ahead.
We had a kid walk by us, and he was. I don't know if he was joking or not, but he kind of looks up at the house. He goes. Why does it look like that? It's all boarded up. Who would live in that? And he just kind of scoffed and walked away.
That's funny.
He was just wildly offended this thing was boarded up and thought it was abandoned or something.
And you could tell the dad was just like, oh my God, my son's an idiot. But Joe
met a fan.
I did, yes. So
cool.
I had hoped he was going to send me the picture because he told me he would send me the picture, but I was there and I did a live broadcast from there on YouTube. So you can go back and check that out if you haven't seen it. It's only 3 minutes long, but it was just me showing that I was there. And I ended the broadcast, and this guy goes, "Oh, were you live on YouTube?" I said, "I was." And he goes, "What for?" And I said, "Oh, I have a channel." And he's like, "Oh my God, that's what I wanted. Your channel sounds amazing." So I gave him a card. I told him, scan it, and I gained a subscriber, like literally like within 10 minutes of that. So I'm hoping that was him. Wow. And then he goes, "Oh my, I had the recorder with me, the Talk Boy." And he goes, "Oh my God, you have the Talk Boy." And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Can my son hold it? And so I could take a picture." I'm like, "Sure." So I let his son hold the Talk Boy, and he goes, "Get in the picture with him." And meanwhile, I'm just like, "Okay." So I took a picture with.
Just like, what the hell?
This kid doesn't know. First off, he doesn't know. I don't even know if he knew what Home Alone was. I don't know if he knows what a Talk Boy was. And then he's like, "Oh, and my dad's making me take a picture with some strange man."
Yeah. Is this the boarded up kid? The kid who didn't like the boarded up house?
No, this was a separate
curmudgeonly kid.
No, this kid. Yeah,
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I wonder. Joe and Lee? I want you both to answer. This would be an iconic house. It's a beautiful house to live in too. Would you? Either of you want to live in this house knowing like there's hundreds of strangers all the time going by? That seems like that would devalue it to me.
Yeah.
Part of me says yes, and part of me says no.
Yeah.
Like the idea of living in this house sounds awesome. So
this is where Joe and I are different. We're like, I think Joe would enjoy sharing the house with people, showing people things. I would just be loading bullets. But you can't buy this house and not expect people to show up.
Yeah.
Right. You would booby trap it like Macaulay Culkin did.
Oh, that would be awesome. Walk up to the door and hit the doorbell, and a can of paint hits you in the face.
Yeah, that would be funny.
The door handles are real hot.
Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the thing. And then, I ordered on Amazon an empty pizza box with the Little Nero's pizza printed on the front of it. And we went to Domino's Pizza and picked up a plain cheese pizza so that I could put that into the pizza box and eat that while we were watching. And that happens later on. But yeah, so it was a lot of fun. It sucked that the house looked like this, but someone mentioned to me, they said, you should go back when it's snowing. And I'm like, that sounds amazing. getting a
That would be
picture
cool.
in front of this house with the snow and everything. Yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, there were hundreds of people that showed up while we were there.
Wow,
and,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and we were there for what, 25 minutes maybe?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, that would take. I mean, I could see that getting old. Like if it was even maybe around Christmas or something. But here we go. Mark W. saying like he's Henry David Thoreau. Give me a cabin in the woods away from everyone. I like that. Yeah, that would be fun. I think having both maybe because you could take this for a week or so. Let's say how to traumatize my kid.
And that's the fun thing about seeing people who did come see the house. You can clearly tell the dads who grew up with this movie showing their kids this is the Home Alone house, and them going, no, like they're just like, no, because it really doesn't look like it now. Especially because one, the driveway that was there when they filmed the movie is gone. The garage isn't there anymore. And then the house is all boarded up, so it really doesn't have the same look and feel like it used to. I mean, it clearly is still the same house and everything, but yeah, I mean, the kids
Was
were
the younger brother from the movie here?
No, it was not. No, that would have been cool though.
He's a big star now.
Well, actually, there is not it's not the younger brother. It would have been the older brother because Kevin was the youngest.
Yeah.
You're thinking of his cousin, so.
Yes, that's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that's exactly who you were thinking of. Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, the house was a lot of fun. We got to visit the house and
the little Neros. I didn't know how you got that either.
Yeah, I just ordered the box on. I ordered the box on Amazon. Did I miss something? I must have missed a joke, I guess.
So you ordered the box and I was like, yeah, you put a lot of prep into this. You had the shirt on too, the Wet Bandits.
I did. I had the Wet Bandits.
We continue to eat that pizza all day and into the evening.
Yes, we did.
Did Seth have any? Did he have like one slice of crust? Was that his dinner?
No, we never gave it to any. Actually, that's what we were going to do. We said, "Oh, we'll give the rest to Seth," but throughout, and Lee was like, "I'm not going to eat that pizza." And then, 20 minutes later, he was like, "I had a slice of that pizza." It's
it's so bad, but we were hungry. I was hungry.
It was
No, I'm sorry. This is getting towards the end of the video, but after this, which we don't see on the video, don't you go back to see Seth again?
We did, yeah. I kind of combined everything together because this night is when we actually went to the beach and did all the audio recording and stuff. So, yeah, we spent 2 nights with Seth. Now, after we did the recording, it was 9:30 at night. We did that, and there was nothing open at 9:30 at night.
Wow.
There's except for that bar, which stopped serving food at 9:00. So we were like, well, what are we gonna do now? So this is a fun story. We can kind of end on this. So after we recorded, we were like, well, let's go find somewhere to eat. We went to 4 different places to try to get something to eat, and they were all closed. And finally, we just said, I guess we're just going to head back to the hotel. And Lee and I stopped at a Wendy's and got drive-through and ate Wendy's on the way back.
Oh, that's it. What about those 4 pieces of beef slices that Seth had left over?
I don't know what happened to those. He must have eaten them maybe the next day. I don't know. We should ask. You should just randomly ask him that the next time we get on. What happened to those? So.
30 seconds of Seth. Discuss the beef slices.
Exactly. What happened to those?
Wow. Crazy. So overall, let's rate your trip, guys. Overall, out of 10. What would you rate this? For me, from the outside looking in, it looked like 10 out of 10, full success, everything you dreamed it would be.
Oh, it was a 10. It was so much fun. Yeah.
Absolutely. 10.
It was, we were there for 2 days at the most. But it was it went by quick. That's the
And you
thing.
saw the Spike tattoo in person. That's bigger than the
He
Home Alone
did.
house.
Oh, I guess we forgot about that. Yeah, we were at that after we ate dinner, and Seth had
a weird
quite a
bar.
bit of alcohol, and we went to that weird bar where he wanted to talk to some of the bartenders, and didn't.
Which he did not.
He
Didn't
did
say
not.
a word.
He did not. Yeah, he couldn't get the
Really?
nerve. He went to go order. He went to go talk to one of them and order, and the woman who was there, she stepped away, and some guy walked up. I felt bad for him. So he ended up talking to like the guy bartender, but yeah, he had quite a bit of alcohol by the time we were at that bar, and I think Lee just said, "Let's see the Spike tattoo," and he just ripped up his shirt and showed it, and I took that picture real quick.
Yeah, because he doesn't show that. He does not love that tattoo. I mean, maybe he likes it more from what's happened on air.
I don't know why. I mean, it's a fun little tattoo. It's not that,
And that tattoo, it's not on like his forearm or his bicep. It's like on like his shoulder blade. So to get there, I mean, he was, that shirt was coming off.
Wow.
It was halfway off showing it to us.
He must have had a few drinks. That's funny. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And that's when we took the picture, and I sent it to you so you could see that we got a
so
good view
funny.
of it. So
That is great. Wow. Awesome.
Yeah. So your cousin is a lot of fun.
He is a lot of fun. That's for sure. He is fun. He's always fun. And hanging out with him, it's easy. It's fun. You're going to laugh. He goes with the flow. He is. He's an easy hang. He always has been. Very cool like that. So you can hang with him
very
for
much.
Yeah.
Very much how he is on here. I mean, there is nothing different. I mean, what you see is what you get all the way around.
Yes. That's it.
Wendy's a brave but likewise dangerous and desperate choice. It was more desperate than anything else because that was the only drive-through open. Like nothing was there. Everything in that town shuts down at a very
crazy.
early time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not used
I like
to
Mark's
that.
idea. Seth's next business should be a late night restaurant. That's right. That's a good idea.
It would actually probably do pretty well if you're a restaurant that stays open. Although I guess maybe they've discovered that like when you go to the beach, by the time you're done, by the end of the day, you don't want to do anything except for go to that bar because that was the most. The different amount of people that were at that bar was hysterical. So.
Yeah, it's really funny. Yeah, that's why I'm only having tea and nothing else because I've been out in the water all day. So I'm with those people. So, well, this is great. I liked it all the way from the beginning intro all the way through.
Yeah.
So can we watch the intro one more time, Joe?
Sure, if you want. So I got a couple of things just to promo before we go here. So 1981, that video is out. It's doing really well. I'm working on 1980 already because I got to finish that series so I can start to 1990.
The number one year so far, Joe, out of all your shows, the year ends. What's the number
1985. 1985 was the most popular one. This is the least popular, but it's only because it's the newest. So
right.
Then, of course, the video we just watched is up there. You know, I put my clickbait image on here, what happened to the house. And I got a couple of live broadcasts to advertise. So September 14th, I am talking with Ian Petrella. He's Randy from A Christmas Story. We're going to talk all about his role in that, how he has lived. He's my age, so something he did when I was 8 years old. No one ever wants to talk about that, but when he was 8 years old, he was in a big Christmas movie. So
yeah,
I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Joe, can you find out residuals on that for me? I want to know a per annual residual.
I will ask him. He said I could ask him pretty much whatever. So
okay,
if you do have a question that you want me to ask Ian, feel free to email me at christmas.aficionado@gmail.com. He said he'll take audience questions as well.
Is that going to be a live?
It's going to be a live broadcast, so we'll be able to watch this. So Sunday, September 14th, and then 1 week later, I'm talking to Alonzo Duralde. I have received. A few weeks ago, I received an early copy of his new book, Have Yourself a Movie Little Christmas. This is the revised and updated version from 2010. So I have read it. It is very good. But we're going to talk about Christmas movies, and he's also going to give me his Essential 7 guilty pleasure Christmas movies, because we always hear him tell us what movies are amazing and that he loves, but what are the bad Christmas movies that Alonso Duralde loves? That's what we're going to find out.
And I got to meet Alonso in person recently. You guys met Seth. I met Alonso in person.
Well, let's talk about that for 2 seconds before we go. You're pretty much the new face of Deck the Hallmark. Am I not wrong?
Seth wasn't available, I guess. So.
I guess not. But you were on Deck the Hallmark. You reviewed. What was the movie you reviewed?
Christmas Star, Catch a Christmas Star with
Catch
Shannon
a Christmas
Elizabeth.
Star. Yeah, Shannon Elizabeth. That's right. And then you were on the Diss list with them, presenting the greatest list ever of movie soundtracks. It's been called
the quintessential Diss list episode. From when you take the top 10 Diss list episodes ever for that top 10 list, that's the number one. That's right.
And then you were also on their public radio podcast. Who was it? Who, What, Where? Is that what that's called? Yes.
I believe you were on all these as well, Joe.
Well, I have not been on the Deck the Hallmark yet. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, I have not been on that yet, but I have been on those other ones. But I mean, you're the face of the channel now.
Maybe they're using me to get to you because they know we're close, Joe. That's what I would do.
Well, they can email me if they want me. Chad is taking over Bramble Jam. That's correct. Right. That is correct.
But I did meet them all at Bramblefest, and it was awesome meeting them all in person.
Yeah.
So
that was the thing.
Nice guys.
That happened the weekend before we went and met Seth, and I had really wanted to try to do that and go to Chicago, but it just was not in the cards. So next year I have already said I'm going to go. So Chad, that's you and we can all go down, and Lee, we can go too if you want. We'll do a big road trip. Yeah, maybe we can get Seth to come, but he might be working, so we'll see.
Come to NC, and then we'll drive from here. That was weird having the attention on me for a minute there. We have to go back to Seth. It's very uncomfortable to get in the hot seat.
Well, they have. Yeah, I want to see Seth on deck. I want to see him review a Christmas movie with them. I think that would be amazing.
I'll watch Seth on anything. Didn't he? He's also on like a South Haven business podcast. I haven't found it yet, but he told me he's on. He's like, I know you're going to listen. I'm like, I have to find it. Without us, like without me, without any wranglers, just.
I'm sure he does a ton of podcasts without anybody knowing. So.
Right, that's true. Yeah, he does the big ones usually.
Yeah,
he's on Joe Rogan recently. I know.
That would be amazing too.
Yeah,
okay, well,
coffee.
This podcast was really just us to hang out and talk to behind the stories and stuff. But it was fun to be. You want to do another boot shot?
Let's do it to end the show. Let's do it.
Let's do one more boot shot.
All right. Anyone else? Thank you, everyone, for joining. This is fun. Joe and Lee, it was great seeing you guys, and that was a lot of fun. Sorry Seth couldn't be here, but it's kind of fun talking about him without him here, too.
Oh, he's doing water. You out of whiskey?
I'm doing water. I'm out of the whiskey. There was just a little bit left at the bottom of that.
Nice.
All right.
Hey, Ben.
Well,
We're doing a shot, Ben, in your honor.
You're missing it, but you can start from the beginning. We had a fun time talking about Seth. So, all right, let's do one final boot shot. Salute to the Heinies, to Carly for giving us these boot shots because she's awesome.
Yeah, thank you, Carly.
Let's do a shot.
Thank you.
All right, so I will be live again. Ooh, that's harsh. September 14th with Ian, for Andy from Christmas Story. And I'll have more videos coming out. I have to just figure out which one I'm going to do next. So thanks for all watching.
The year 1938 coming out soon, everybody. It's going to be great.
Well, thanks for all who watching.
Though.
What? Yeah, it would be fun. It would be. Go
doing
old school.
like a really, really old one, like a World War II era Christmas.
Well, yeah, I'm going to eventually get there. I just have to, so.
How about the 1880s?
I don't think that would be that exciting.
I want year zero.
Nice. Let's produce that. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Good seeing you. We'll meet up soon. Everyone, check us out. Christmas Cousin soon. We're going to be doing a Starbucks versus Dunkin' fall drink off coming soon.
Yep. So great to see you guys. Can't wait for the season with you all. Yep. So I mean, the season's Christmas Cousins. You guys are going to start up soon, so it'll be all good. All right. Well, thanks everybody. We'll see you in September 14th live, and we'll look for more videos. Listen to the Christmas Cousins, and have a good night. So, hey, see you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
See you guys.
Bye.